Hello and welcome once again to another Travel Risk Management, Health, Safety and Security Advisory Tip. My name's Tony Ridley, Travel Editor-in-Chief at travelriskmanagementsolutions.com. Increasingly, business and leisure travel is heading off the beaten track and more into emerging markets. The reality for most organisations is that the planning, preparation and allocation of resources to support these outcomes should not necessarily be exclusive to these particular markets. They should be an expansion of what they already have in place. So for example, the risk management or the risk identification, the threat analysis, all of those processes should already be taking place in developed markets or frequency markets. It's simply a refinement or an expansion or an inclusion for emerging market and certainly going off the beaten track. However, as you go through the process, it will typically be more voluminous. That is, that there is a less developed infrastructure when it comes to transport, a less developed infrastructure when it comes to medical services, a less developed infrastructure when it comes to accommodation. All these things need to be taken into consideration, and then obviously treatment solutions, countermeasures and planning resources applied to it. The biggest and most critical one as it applies to emerging markets, which is often overlooked, is the duration in which one finds themselves travelling in substandard transport. That could be aircraft, that could be motor vehicles, it could even be boats and ferries and so on. So again, don't exclude those aspects of the travel. Certainly ensure that they are either included in the threat and hazard identification, but also consider the volume, duration and frequency that one is required to travel on those particular modes more so than you would under normal circumstances. But as I said in the very beginning, it's not an extraordinary process. It should be similar to the standard processes in place. It's just expanded to include these particular assets. So it doesn't mean that you can't travel to off the beaten track or remote locations or emerging markets. It simply means that you still require a methodology, a system, a structure in order to support the travellers. The travellers' resources may also be expanded. They may require satellite phones. There may be different types of mobile communications. There may be different communications period that may not include mobile phones, for example. However, all of these aspects should be covered under a standardised process, and therefore the response time and preparation or the frequency in which you can deploy or travel to these locations is significantly increased. Therefore, the closing point on this issue is that all organisations that have standard structures that encompass threat identification and treatment solutions or support mechanisms are far more nimble and versatile, and it becomes a competitive edge because very quickly and very efficiently they can deploy or travel to any and all of these locations, no matter where they may be on the globe. So once again, thanks very much for joining us for another Travel Risk Management, Health, Safety and Security Advisory Tip. That's all for now. Thank you. Goodbye.
Do you travel for business? Your health and safety is at risk. At Travel Risk Management Solutions, we help you reduce the risk of business travel. Get information and support for your company's social and legal objectives of reducing, managing or eliminating business travel risks. We provide online business hazard identification information, location-specific business travel information, manager's guides, tools and checklists, training resources, and consulting. We ensure that business leaders and travel managers make informed decisions. Remove fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Ensure your workplace health and safety includes business travel today. Get your tips from www.travelriskmanagementsolutions.com.